Wajir Girls Secondary School today held its annual general meeting, which brought together different stakeholders including students, teachers, parents, county government officials, representatives from national governments led by Mr. Loifred Kibara, Wajir County First Lady Ms. Kheira Omar, wife of Wajir County Senator Mr. Deka Barre, among other top officials. The County 008 First Lady Her Excellency Kheira Omar was the chief guest, saw her heavy convoy guided by the county security sneak into the soil of Wajir Girls Secondary School. Shortly after 9 a.m., she first signed the visitor's book and was briefed by the school principal, Mrs. Rahma Hassan, before proceeding to the event. Her entrance to the venue brought it to a standstill with welcoming chants, jeers, and shouts of Karibu from students and the parents. They applauded the First Lady loudly in appreciation of her performance towards the development with keen attention to the fate of the girl child education. It should be remembered that the First Lady is not new to Kenyan politics, as she is the brainchild behind her husband, His Excellency Ambassador Mohamed Abdi Mahamoud's successful political career, spanning from different capacities. 1. Two-term Member of Parliament, Cabinet Minister during the Kibaki administration, Ambassador to Saudi Arabia, and currently serving as the second governor of Wajir County since the advent of the devolution. Her eloquence and humor in talk strengthened how she delivered her bold speech. The First Lady on the onset congratulated the board of the management for inviting her as a chief guest, saying honoring the invite was the greatest value she gave to the girl child education.
Distinguished guests, from the onset, I thank the management of the institution for seeing it fit to invite me for this occasion, where the education of the county's most influential group, the girl child, is discussed. Most important in the sense that when you educate a girl, you educate a family, as the mother remains to be the most integral fabric in upbringing of the family unit. I therefore commit from the beginning that I will remain at the forefront on any investment towards bettering the education of the country and specifically that of our county.
The First Lady was categorical that the performance of the girl child education in the county was improving well, particularly in Wajir Girls Secondary School. She vowed to remain steadfast in making the dream of eradicating challenges of girl child a reality. Mrs. Kheira also regretted that beside the limits on education, with the county government only handling early childhood education and polytechnics, she said that the county government of Wajir have heavily invested in Wajir Girls Secondary School with modern staff houses, a borehole, a renovation of the dormitories being implemented for the success of girl child education.
In this school alone, the county government has established modern staff houses, borehole, and renovated dormitories so as to easy challenge in regards to infrastructure.
Her speech further touched on the recent implemented development project, where Wajir Governor launched 2019 bursary kit of Kenyan shillings 82 million, both for secondary schools, tertiary and university students. She termed the move as a game changer as education is concerned.
Recently, the governor launched a bursary fund to the tune of 82 million shillings. 82 million shillings to be dispersed to secondary school and tertiary institutions so as to ensure no poor child in this county drops out of school.
The First Lady shared with the girls sanitary towels to ensure that no girl shall miss school because of these vital commodities in their daily activities. She announced that she will keep her support in the school for the benefit of the girls.
The County Department of Social Service have provided sanitary pads and undergarments for girls in upper primary and secondary school in a bid to reduce on the hurdles to smooth learning.
During the event, the school management also awarded several teachers and students with awards and gifts of excellent performance during last year's academic calendar. The awards were given to hardworking staff, teachers, and the disciplined students.
Our good principal, parents and students, good afternoon. It's now going to noon. Tunaingia awamu ya pili ya jukumu letu leo, and that is Students Awards. And we wish to award students, we wish to award teachers, and we wish to award other special awards for different people in this school, and then we will be able to see who was an exceller, who was a performer, who was the most enthusiastic, and so on.
Wajir Girls Secondary School principal and host Mrs. Rahma Hassan gave a brief history of the school to the guests and thanked all those who attended in person, saying the school fraternity felt honored. She welcomed the support from the First Lady.
Mheshimiwa, siku ya leo, mama wetu wa county, wageni waalikwa, wazazi, wanafunzi, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Kwa majina naitwa Rahma Hassan Abdi, ni mkaaji wa Wajir, lakini ni mzaliwa wa Marsabit County, na nafurahi kuwa katika kaunti ya Wajir. Niko nyumbani. Ningependa kuchukua nafasi hii kuwakaribisha nyote katika shule ya Wajir Girls, shule ambayo kila mmoja wetu ambapo amekaa ana jukumu fulani kufanya. Ukiwa mzazi, ukiwa mwanasiasa, ukiwa mwalimu na wanafunzi pia, pale ambapo umekaa ujue kwamba una jukumu fulani kwa shule yako. Tumesema ni shule yangu, ni shule yetu, ni shule yetu sisi sote. Shule hii ya Wajir Girls ilianza mnamo mwaka wa 1983 with the support of the then DEO, Mr. Ibrahim Hussein, with only a population of 30 girls. But today I'm standing here proudly telling you, kuwaambia kwamba tumekuwa kutoka wanafunzi 30 na leo hii shule hii ina wanafunzi 756. Imepitia mikononi ya walimu wakuu tofauti, mimi nikiwa mmoja wao, and I happen to be the 10th principal of the school. 10th. So I'm expecting the 12th principal of this school to come from this gathering here on this side. Guys, are you hearing me? The 12th principal of this school will come from which end of the sitting? From that end. And you promise that, is it? Good. So our school is a national school, madam, and we got that status of national school in the year 2014. But despite the name national, the school lags behind so much in terms of its infrastructure, and this makes us not to be able to cope up with so many things. But because it is the ministry policy, we are trying, and particularly this time when we are supposed to have 100% transition, challenges are many. But I'm sure with the able county government we have, with the able leaders we have today, with our Ministry of Education, the counterpart TSC, these challenges will be solved, and this will be a history in this school. In terms of academics, shule hii imepiga hatua sana. Tukiangalia mtihani ambao walifanya wanafunzi wetu mwaka jana, waliweza kufanya vizuri sana, na baadhi ya wanafunzi kama wanafunzi 6 waliweza kupata alama ya B. Kwa hivyo, our guests today, I'm assuring you that we are working towards the aim, towards the A that our mama was asking for. At this juncture we are at B. If given time and a little support from the different sectors, I'm sure the teachers who are seated here are promising and they will give us the A these students need at one time.
The wife of Wajir County Senator Ms. Deka Barre, who also attended the event, urged the student to fight the disease called D and assured them to the office of the senator and the county government will work hand in hand to boost education in the county.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu ya waalidiinta, aabayaasha, hooyooyinka, gabdhaheena quruxda badan oo aan jecelnahay in ay horumar dheeraada noo keenaan, madaxda sharafta leh oo nooc walba ka kooban oo halkaan aan ku wada sugannahay. Aniga oo ah xaaska senatarka oo maanta idin soo gaaray salaan galgacayliga hooya. Waxaana rajaynayaa gabdhaha iyaga quruxda Wajir Girls waa nilala hadlay. Ha noqoto wax laga dadaalay oo laga tegay. Mar dambe ayaanan maqlin yeena nagu soo noqnoqon. Sida ay sheegtay First Lady ayada noo joogto wax walba oo loo baahnaa way idin dhameysay idinkana naga farxiya. Oo Wajir National School idin hormaray oo county uu magac ku helo oo dawladda county commissionka fariin buu igu dhiibay odagayga waxaana rajaynayaa inaan u geeyo asagana uu idin dadaalo in badan baan idin salaamayaa madaxda dadka dhan reer Wajir.
The member of the county assembly from Tarbaj Ward, Isa Garore, one of the most powerful members of the Wajir County Assembly who spoke on behalf of other members of the county assembly, expressed gratitude to the girls who entertained the guests, cited some who went on an extra mile to anchor news as members of the fourth estate. At the ceremony, he urged them to maintain their calling for a better future and become a model to other girls.
I think it is a great opportunity this morning to be here with you, at least to mark this annual forum for this school. As a teacher, I wish to make few remarks. One, to our daughters, I will urge you, having heard your presentation right from the Yasmin-led program, I think the members of the fourth estate who are present will be able to realize that they have quite a number of our ladies upcoming as potentials for the same estate. I'm sure some of you are already marked for these members of the fourth estate that you see in front of us. Thank you very much. And from your presentations, at least you have talked about the problems of this school. As your leaders, as your representatives, we will do all our best to make sure that you achieve all that you will need. Thank you very much, our daughters of Wajir Girls Secondary School. Number two, regarding the teacher-student ratio, it is very, very unfortunate at this time and this era. We talk about a national school inaugurated in 2014, that we have a shortfall of 14 teachers who are supposed to have taken these youngsters to the greatest height that we expect. It is my wish to bring this to the attention of the leadership of Teacher Service Commission and Nzomo and Macharia, and I will wish to tell them that you are not being fair with this great county, and particularly the national schools we are trying to look upon. We will therefore ask the Teacher Service Commission and the Ministry of Education, led by Magoha, that recently, when the leadership of the Northern Kenya spearheaded the affirmative action, they were very fast in making sure that that is not achieved. It is too unfortunate, and we will still ask you that we need to pursue and make sure that this part of the country gets actually what it deserves in terms of the teacher-people ratios. I think the case might be here only in Wajir Girls. It is not the case only in Wajir Girls. It is all over. All the 42 secondary schools have issues with staffing, even to the primary, who are currently being supplemented by the ECD teachers that is being given jobs by the county government of Wajir. I will therefore make my humble request that we need to go back and reaffirm that the need for affirmative action, which is also a component in the Constitution of Kenya 2010, it comes back to make sure that our schools do not continue suffering in the way that we are seeing. We expect these people to perform and these learners to perform in the same way that other national schools in Kenya to perform when you are denying them their rightful share of the people who are supposed to take them to those heights. We as leaders from this part of Kenya, we are not satisfied, we are not happy, and we are asking the government to make sure that it goes back to the drawing board and see that our schools get the proper teaching staff that it requires.
The County Commissioner, Mr. Loifred Kibara, congratulated the school management for inviting him to the function and appreciated the cooperation Office of the Governor received from them during the recent security threats caused by terror militia. He urged the public to remain united and share information with the government to ensure security is maintained.
Niko na furaha adhuhuri ya leo kuwa nanyi hapa mnafanya AGM with your able principal and the BOM chair who have has worked here for 15 years. Chairman, that is not a short time in a school. A lot has been said, and when I listened to most of us speaking, you can see the commitment of all of us to this school, among others, both in performance, infrastructure, a request for teachers, request for vehicles, bursary, and many issues. And it is for all of us as leaders in national government and county government to see how best we can team up with the government and other stakeholders to make this national school better than it is. Terrorism is a threat to this country, and you, the members of the public, hawa watu wanakula kwetu, hawa watu wanakunywa maji, and if you want to tell me they are too strong, wakikaa kama wiki moja bila kukula ama kukunywa maji, wanaweza piga hiyo bunduki. Enda ujaribu usikule kitu chochote ama ukunywe maji kama siku 5, uniambie kama utapigana. So these people are feeding with us, they are getting information from us. As what we are asking you is, can you share with us activities of people who you don't understand what they are doing? Kwa mfumo wa nyumba 10 tunasemanga, ukiona sema, ukisikia sema, ukishuku sema, because police officers alone cannot defeat this war if they are not supported by us. We may complain when we arrest 1 or 2, useme ni ndugu yako, ni brother yako, ni nini. Now look at what these terrorists are doing. Zamani walikuwa natafuta nywele kama hii yangu wanapiga. Sasa imegeuka. Hata wewe wanakuja wanakupiga, wanakuambia wewe tulisikia hii mdomo yako wewe ndio unasema maneno mengi sijui kwa serikali. So it's no longer the Islam that we know. These are people living in their own world somewhere. Alafu wanaharibu akili ya watoto wetu, akili ya sisi, wanaharibu uchumi na wanaharibu sehemu yetu huku.